What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? Welcome back to another episode of the Good in the Hood podcast. I am, as always, your host, Juice. Back again with this time for another special guest, man. Another special guest for this episode 71. I'm joined by my homie, man, the bro, JDI, man, Jeff the Illest. What's going on, bro?
I've been wanting to get on your podcast for a while because I'm music, so.
Hell yeah, man! This is super overdue, man. I literally met you from doing I did security in nightclubs around the Chicago suburbs. Ran into you, and immediately when I first started you spinning, like, man, this is a breath of fresh air. Like not notice to anybody else, but like you brought a different kind of energy to your DJing methods. So now I'm bringing you on the podcast today because like you hit me up and was like, yo, I got the second album for the drop. Now I got some heat on it. I heard it, bro. I was like, yo, we got a link. You know what I'm saying? The album definitely, from what I heard so far, definitely met those expectations I have for you. Just knowing that soul, that them saying that quote unquote real hip hop background you got. So definitely a pleasure to have you on here, bro. How you feeling, man?
And I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful Sunday. Unfortunately, we lost Black Rob, rest in power.
Absolutely.
And then DMX the week before. So, we got a lot to work on. We got a lot of legacy to create.
Absolutely.
Our heroes are I consider them heroes.
Absolutely.
But some of our great MCs are passing away, and we need to not only deal with the mental trauma of what's going on, but we need to make sure that we take care of ourselves as a people.
Absolutely. And that's actually a great place to start, because I look at you kind of as a hip hop historian in many ways as well. And I was always having a conversation with them. It sucks to see, I'm saying, such young hip hop talents die. Like the last few years, a lot of the young rappers have died from, those are such as like XXX Tentacion, all the way to them saying someone like Nipsey Hussle. And now we getting to the point now we're realizing, man, hip hop is aging, and now the older hip hop, I'm saying, legends are passing away, and it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yes, sir. These are things that we have to make sure we need to address these things. I was just having a conversation on one of my podcasts called Let's Build, and one of the things I really want us as a hip hop generation to talk about is that we glorify drugs on every form.
Yeah.
We glorify the seller, the user, the junkie, and I'm from the era where we said no to drugs. Drugs was a bad thing. Selling crack to your own people was wrong, and you stood for something if you stood for that.
Right.
And I think we need to get back to that movement. I don't have no problem with people selling drugs as a ways to a mean, but if you are using drugs, you need to seek help, and you need to find a way to deal with that aesthetic, even if it's rough for you. Find a way to deal with it.
Right, because what we don't realize, I feel like, especially in our community, I'm saying, with the drug dealers and the drug users, like, they're both victims. I'm saying, like, you're not selling drugs, I'm saying, because that's a career choice you're looking to get into. That's like, I'm saying, it's the back against the wall type of thing, and it's pretty much us killing ourselves at the end of the day. And I'm saying it really hurts when I'm saying when people that we hold to high regards, especially, like, are taken away from us. I'm saying, like, Black Rob to DMX, and even, like, we not even necessarily on the drug side, but even like last year we losing like MF Doom or losing like a Five Dog, and we're seeing like when the legends start dying, we got to realize that, all right, now it's time for the next generation to step up and be those quote unquote OGs.
And that's something I always been pushing. Me as I do teach it too as well. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the things that I wanted to make sure happened, that instead of me just keeping it all in. I want to pass it on to the next generation, all my knowledge, and we have to do that. And I think that's like, besides the stuff I just told you about, that's a big issue. And I think that's why people have so many complaints about the rap game. I'm
Yeah.
like, you have a complaint about the rap game, do something about it. The reason why it's falling because they haven't been taught, or their parents or their surrounding haven't taught them what it means to be part of a culture called hip hop,
Absolutely.
the
Eh,
life
For
and
sure. And I'm mentioning teaching. Like I gotta definitely highlight that because I didn't mention it in the beginning when I introed you. Like you are a teacher, like you said. Like I remember, like first off, to give you flowers real quick. Like before the pandemic, like you were probably the first DJ. I mean, when Facebook first went live, when the live first started, you was on that DJ on the Facebook Live, and from there you was showing like you teaching students how to blend. Like you're teaching like the youth how to blend and how to spin records. How important is it to you as hip hop matures, as the world matures, to just stay relevant and stay current in technology and everything going on?
you have to. If you don't, like, it's very important that you have to keep up with technology, but it's also very important that you know the basics. The basics is very important. Learning how to know what the record look like, feel like, sound like, the lines, everything. You have to know that. But you also have to keep up with technology and making sure that you are advanced and know what's going on in order for you to for the career to flourish as well. So
Absolutely.
you have to, I think, and I'm one of the few DJs that I still collect vinyl, but I also keep up with technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have, like, like, if you want to be a greater DJ or greater producer, you still have to learn the methods the old school way, in order for you to have a supreme career too.
For sure. And you mentioned that vinyl is like perfect example because like of knowing the basics because the vinyls are I'm saying going back decades and they're coming back now with a resurgence and being retro. So it's important to know those basics. So like these vinyls are coming back and it's important to be able to do both. When you DJ, let's talk about that. I want you to get in your bag real quick.
Okay.
What's your preferable method? The digital, you know what I'm saying, Serato or the vinyl?
Both, either one.
Both.
I like
That's
both.
real.
It don't matter. Um, I do the original format. People book me for vinyl sets. I like
Sure.
to, when I do the vinyl sets, I love, even though the 12-inch vinyl was dope, I like doing 45. 45 separates you off the top.
Okay.
Everybody can play the vinyl. Once you can pick up the vinyl and get it, but the 45s is the stick shift of DJing. So yeah.
Man, and it's definitely an art, man. Like as somebody who listens to a lot of music, like I always like super admire the DJ, but I just knew like that's something I just know I can't. I ain't even gonna try to get my head involved with that, man. That's too much. I'm saying y'all is scientists with that shit, man. That takes true craftsmanship. I never would want to disrespect the craft by even saying trying to do it just to play around. But
Yes, sir.
man, when I go to see a JID set and just hearing the blends, hearing them saying the mixes, it's very crucial, bro. And I kind of want to talk about like as far as that goes, as far as mixing and blending,
Mhm.
your influences. What motivated you to get into DJing? Like I said, you're a historian with this. I'm definitely
Yeah.
intrigued by that.
I'm gonna start off with my foundation. My father was the inspiration behind the music part. One thing I always say, when it comes to DJing, you have to be a music fan first. Um, Most people who get into DJing now gets into it because they want control. They like to control the crowd, want to play what they like or play what's hot versus, let's get down to the part of the foundation of it. Let's just play some music and take people on a ride. So my father was the first influence. As far as DJs is concerned, some of my people that I've really listened to and study, it's like different categories. My heroes are Twilight Tone, Ferris, uh, INC. World is my DJ World is the person that helped me learn how to move around financially and learn the business of it. He grabbed me, told me, yo, come on, let me show you how to do this thing. Real dope. And you can do this DJing without working a job. My man DJ Sean, when I was at NIU, he taught me how to really musically navigate. You know, you don't have to be so exclusive. Just play what they want to hear, observe your crowd, learn. And you can break records, but don't break them a lot. Let me see. Back to Twilight Tone. Tone, when I used to listen to him, Tone taught me how to break them records up. Most DJs play from the beginning, or they have the 8-bar intros.
Right.
Tone taught me how to DJ from the bridge, come back to the beginning, hit it from the snare, everything, all the stuff that I call him the jigsaw puzzle, because he'll spin that record from somewhere else versus coming from the beginning, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right to it and keep the energy up. But as far as like worldwide, of course, Jazzy Jeff, Kid Capri, DJ Premier. DJ Premier is like my go-to as far as longevity. Not only longevity, but he knows how to make beats from his perspective. But at the same time, even though he does it from his perspective, he still keep relevancy, and he know how to DJ. There are certain DJs that are DJs for rappers that don't DJ for a crowd, for party.
Yeah, sure.
And Primo can do that. Let me see.
The push play DJ versus the DJ.
Right. There you go. Funk Master Flex in his prime.
Okay. I'm glad you put that prime. I'm glad you put that, because Flex been wild recently.
If people like, as far as making mixtapes, when I came from the 60 Minutes of Funk era. That mixtape.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That
Flex was running it.
Yo, them mixtapes were crazy. And it influenced me. The cutting, the back and forth, the back spinning. Them tapes were like influential. I could care less what people think.
Right.
That him being the asshole that he is now, that's cool. But when we get down to the prime, whoo!
You took your Flex over Clue?
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah, all day. Because Clue is the press button nigga.
He is. For sure. Yeah, I was stressing more some of the mixtapes. But yeah, I guess you're right. He is definitely the press play guy.
He was like a lot of the New York guys were like, with that Clue era, they were always trying to have the exclusive versus, let's DJ and let's play the records. You know what I'm saying?
It just want that Jay-Z verse.
Right. Right. And for me, Flex, Capri, those, SNS, all those DJs, they knew how to still DJ but still play dope records. So,
and mentioning people like Flex and Clue and just that era, that kind of, for me, at least in my generation, like the opening of like, oh man, DJs dropping projects, DJs dropping albums, and of course it later sparked. I'm saying what became the DJ drama run, that mixtape era. Like what separates you for like, not necessarily separates you, but like separates the standard DJ, the true DJ from the mixtape DJ?
Mixtape DJs are much more like, they break a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that they put a lot of the new music on mixtape so the record labels can keep sending them music, and also they have an ear to the streets, letting people know, hey, this is the hot shit. Versus with regular DJs are more like, okay, you have that mobile DJ that do a wedding, or the house party, you just playing the bangers and the hits, versus a mixtape DJ that's on the radio, especially because they took it to the next level when they took it to the radio side. They are playing like, man, these are the people that have the ear to the streets and they know what's hot and what's not. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see, like, I'm seeing like the DJ in the club, the DJ in the weddings, like those I don't feel like will ever go anywhere. But the radio DJ and the mixtape DJ, that role is seen to be much more diminished. You feel that way?
It depends. The way radio is set up now, it's becoming a disappearing act, because even the mixtape hour on radio is not the same. They playing the same shit as the motherfucking rotation.
Yeah,
pretty just much. And
same records.
Shorter
stints. In
the blended form. Versus, like, I'm from that era where, man, when it was the mixtape hour, we play no rotation on no level. We playing all the records that the streets want to hear, or the streets haven't heard, but we put them on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I loved about like, especially like back in the day when I was security at your sets. I'm like, man, you and the homie KB, because y'all both would have y'all mixes, and during that specific time it'd be, hey, no requests. Like y'all would be no hesitation on that, no requests.
No, we playing good real shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Playing supreme shit. Like, it's, for me, I do radio as well, and I break a lot of records on my radio show. But I also, when I'm in the club, I try my best to give people something. Like, I try my best to be different from if I'm on a bill with about 3 or 4 DJs, I'm going to be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a typical. I'm not going to be playing what the other DJs are going to play.
That's real.
And I
so when you in a club today, I'm saying, and you about DJ. Well, I mean, today COVID's different, I guess. But what is a record right now that you'll play that would like make you try to stand out with? That you try to stand out with?
That would be honest. I know for me, I try to be very all around. On the rap side, anything with Zelda.
Man,
I like. For me, I try to start I try to start off with some new flavor, and something different with Zelda.
Zelda's tough.
Oh,
I'm big on Griselda, big on Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is in all my rotations right now. Freddie Gibbs getting hella
anything in that realm. Besides myself, Fillmore Green on the rap side.
Chicago in the building.
And anything Chicago right now, like Fillmore Green, the Gold Standard Collective, my man I Am God is tough.
Okay.
Like I always try to make sure that hip hop is first. When I leave the soul side, I gotta kill him with this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's on the rap shit. That's really, man, that's really the hit right now.
For real.
And it's crazy because I try not to play no trap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like what's crazy right now is the hip hop is in a weird state to me. Unless I'm not hearing like all the trap stuff probably, but like the trap music that gets to me at least, it still be kind of not lyrical, but it'd be more lyrics than it was like in 2015. 2015 was like a very dark place to me. Like it was very mumble heavy, but like it's progressively gotten better as far as lyrics go and substance is going.
Yeah, it's because the times we're in right now, everything is, like we got police brutalities. We got a lot of we got COVID-19, people passed away. We got a lot of things. We need to get into the substantial shit, you know what I'm saying? And not be afraid to talk about that real shit. And it's cool. You could do that turn up shit. That's cool. They got their lane. But, you got to be substantial. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And mentioning substantial and mentioning substance, we got to talk about, your upcoming project dropping April 23rd. Super powerful joints on there, bro. I gave it a few run throughs. Like, man, this right here, Yeah, I feel it, bro. I'm feeling it, bro. I'm saying even going to like because it's a long project. It goes to 25.
It's 29 records. If you buy it, it's 29.
Right.
On the streaming, it's 25.
Okay, word. Yeah, because
and I know people gonna ask me like,
y'all gotta buy it. Y'all gotta buy it because that COVID blues on the bonus, that COVID blues, y'all gotta buy it for that joint right there.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Ace. It's just a lot of people ask me, like, I'm gonna tell you how the whole process went. When I finished the album, I didn't even realize I had 29 babies. I didn't. I thought, I'm gonna be honest, I thought I had 14. As I was putting together the track list, I was like, oh shit, I got more than 14.
Yeah,
oh my God. And I'm this is gonna be a little revealing. Fillmore Green, before we even started the album, he said, Jeff, you're gonna have to give chunks. Give them about 10 records.
You're gonna EP it out, basically.
EP it up. Give everything. And man, my spirit was like, nah, you've been working on this shit for a while.
That's real.
Man,
that's real.
Give it all to him. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
I started about 2018, 2019.
Yeah, I remember you was cooking this up. Like I remember you been cooking this for a while. So I'm glad I'm saying it's finally you got it through there now. And how does it feel knowing that you got these 29 are out your hands now?
Thank God. It's a relief for me. I'm serious because the thing for me was the reason why I did all 29 is I had to get them up off of me.
It's real.
I had to get them up off of me because these records, not only it's a very intimate album. It's so intimate. I didn't even do no cuts or no mixing on this one.
But you just talking on it. You put your voice on there.
Oh,
that's what made it super different to me. Like I was like, oh man, this is super because like you weren't on there like the DJ like he was on there like on some like damn near late night. You know what I'm saying Quiet Storm vibe with it. Like I was like, all right, JD, I'm with you on this shit, bro. That's definitely it's super soulful, super soulful.
It's if you compare this album to my first. My first is mine, but it's different producers that I work with. This one is my album. This is my story.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? And I went through a lot. I was going through a lot in the process of making the album. So it's me. So for me, putting them all out, because I had to tell Fillmore, I'm like, Fillmore, I had to get them. I got to get these up off of me because I'm working. To be honest, I'm working on my next project right now as we speak. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
I appreciate that as a fan. I appreciate that as a fan because, like, I know artists who want to hold 10, want to do 10 by 10, but after a while, like, it could feel dated to you as the artist, and then those songs might not see the light of day ever. So I really appreciate that as a fan of music. I'm saying
it was crazy because just when I sat down with my cousin and my one of my collaborators and brothers, we sat there and played the album. Just record for record. This before I even put some of my voices on the joint. My collaborator, big shout out to Paul Brand. He said, Jeff, it's one song that don't fit, but for the most part, nothing. He said this straight up. He said nothing leaves the cutting room floor. Everything gotta go. And I'm like, damn. Then my cousin was like, you got to find a way to break it up, man. And I'm like, man. So when I finished the track listing, my business partner was like, absolutely not. You can't do this. And I said, okay, we're going to let the people decide. When I went on Facebook Live, I said, listen, people, I got to cut these records. I got to cut this in half. And the owner of the studio that I was finishing the album out, he was like, fuck that. Double album.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, no, fuck that. This album cold. Like, all right. Let me let the people decide. And when they heard that album in its entirety, they was like, put this shit out. Everything. Don't fuck what the people think. Fuck the formats. You know what I'm saying? This is an album that it's for everybody. Put it out. And it was like we had about 60 to 70 people on and off on that live. And we had majority stayed on, and they were sitting there like, man, put everything out. So we did. We put everything. You buy it when you buy it, you got everything.
Right. And how can they buy it? How can they buy it?
They can go to jefftheillestmerch.com. When they go on that site, they can buy the album. They can buy. We got zip up hoodies. We got this actual hoodie. Yeah. We got the zip up hoodies. We got tees. Coming soon, we're gonna have color tees with the God Family music in the front. So we getting, we trying to keep the brand up and make everything go.
And when you selling the album, you selling it like in the physical state, you selling it like digital, like the Bandcamp?
Got the digital, and we doing the vinyl. The vinyl was only got 10 songs. Yeah, we got a color vinyl. We got the black. We have the 45s with the Amazing Part 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you going crazy. All right, bro. Yo, I'm hella happy for that, bro. Real shit, bro. Real talk. Yes, that's amazing, bro. Like I said, I listened to it a few times. I'm definitely going to support it and copy it. I want to know, like, talk about your DJ inspirations. How about your producer inspiration? You mentioned DJ Premier a little bit, but like
Premier,
I'm sure. Yeah, that's where I was going, because that's what I got when I first put it on. Like the first, like I didn't want to say 4 or 5. I'm like, man, JDI giving me this night vibe right now, bro. I'm like, all right, I can hear Fonte on this joint right here. You know what I'm saying?
Ninth, Jay Dilla, of course. I can't forget Tony Bangs. Bangs God. He's on Washington, but he's one of the best producers in the city to me.
Sure.
Bangs God. Let me see. I said ninth. I said Premier. Pete Rock. Pete Rock taught me how. Pete Rock is he know how to EQ them hi-hats, man.
Yeah, man. He probably produced like the best beat of all time with Troy. So like that's a that's a great person to look at.
He taught me how to, like, I have a method called when I make certain beats, I have 3 styles. I have the Champagne Campaign beat. I have a beat that's more, I call it the Lexus Coupe beat. I have a record that the Stank Face method. So all 3 of those is all on this album. So when you hear like that, when I make beats, the Lexus Coupe is my Pete Rock feel, because like most of his records are like real smooth, hi-hat driven. Well, in its prime, hi-hat driven. The drums are real smooth. They real tough, but still tough though. Especially when you hear the main ingredient when he did CL Smooth. That was like my album when I was in high school.
Yeah, man.
So that was like one of my albums. Like if I was to say you want to know my sound, that's one of them. I fuck with Kanye in his prime. I don't like
Kanye. Another definitely in his prime. Definitely in his
prime. Like big time prime. But good friends of mine that's working on that's part of his new project, Donda. They told me I'm gonna be pleased with this new album. I said, okay.
Man, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping.
Yeah, they say Donda is gonna be like his like Commons B. So
don't say that to me, bro.
So
that's my favorite album ever made, man. I'm telling you that.
I've heard, that's what I've heard, and I'm like, I ain't gonna say shit till I hear it.
Real time.
But yeah, but those like some of my like Bangs God, man, Bangs God, man, that boy's cold. He got a beat tape he just released, so
that's dope. I gotta check him out.
Yeah,
I gotta check him out. For sure. And you have a lot of dope artists, including, like you said, Bangs got on number 4, Washington, like you said. Talk about some of the artists you chose and what made you choose the artists.
Now that's a good story to tell. When you listen to my first album, a lot of the artists that I work with are my friends too, are like some of my closest people. This album, I I I don't have a lot of the usual suspects. They would do multiple songs. This time I didn't do that. Like I have a lot of new flavor. Um, like the usual suspects, My Guy Phil and Project Mayhem. They only on one song. Fillmore Green is only on one song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, like a lot of Crystal June is only on one song. So a lot of the songs are different, and I have a lot of new artists. Like for example, my next project I'm working on is with this young lady by the name of Danielle. She's on Amazing 3 and she's on a Love Game.
Yep. Okay.
Danielle, that story, man. Danielle, I went to college with her. Okay. And she used to be like, man, like that girl used to dress to the nine. And I'm like, this girl, every day. And because me and her had psychology class. Like, this girl is cold and motherfucker, dipped every day. And then I found out that one of my guys, that was his girlfriend. And we really found out, this is how I found out she rapped. I was DJing a modeling organization event at the school. Shout out to the Huskies, man, NIU to the death. So we was DJing, and my man, he was in modeling. He was part of the modeling organization. Out the blue, this girl come in with an all-black catsuit. Talking about, let me get this microphone from you, Jeff. I'm on the bill. And I'm like, you sure? I don't see your name. She said, give me that mic. Throw me a beat, though. Put the beat on. Me and my man Bull was like, oh, shit. This girl can rap her ass off. What the fuck? No! She wasn't on the bill either. She was trying to dress her boyfriend, letting him know, like, fuck them hoes that you fucking with. I'm the one.
On some Lil' Kim shit. I feel that.
Yeah. But from that point, we became real tough and tight. And I said, if I ever do anything in the biz, I'm gonna grab her. And what happened with Amazing 3, I'm gonna leave her name nameless, the person originally I wanted to put on, because she's nice. But it didn't work right. So she came in.
I remember there was a moment when you're looking to create like a all-woman rap group.
Yeah, yes. I wasn't playing that, and I'm still gonna get that done.
I know. I know that's a passion of yours for real.
That's gonna happen.
You put me on the Chez Noir. So I know that's like a true passion of yours for real.
Yeah. That's happening. I'm definitely looking at putting an all-woman female rap group together. That's happening. That's gonna happen.
That's right.
And Chez Noir, she tough. I forgot about
her. She tough.
Oh, she tough. She tough.
She tough. Yeah, she dropped 2 hard ones last year. 2 hard ones.
Oh man, now people ain't ready for her, man.
For real.
She dresses sexy.
Yeah, I wish she would have got signed to Griselda. Armani C's decent, but I wish Griselda would have gone ahead and signed Shorty because she real. She true.
Yeah, but they got that. Armani is dope, but she on that.
She get the look. She get the look.
Yeah,
she get the look.
What happened was I'm gonna leave her nameless because she's hot out here. And I was like, man, she came at me on some bag. She wanted a bag. And I'm like, I don't have no problem with paying a motherfucker, but man, I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I break your records. You know what I'm saying? I get the records out. But one Saturday morning, I'll never forget, I hit Danielle on the text. I said, you still rap? She said, yeah. You need something to write? You need something to write? I'm like, nah, I need you to rap. I'm finna send you the beat. Man, that girl sent me that joint like that. I was like, yeah. And I was like,
she thorough too. Like, you ain't capping. Like, she thorough.
Yeah, she thorough. And then from that point, we just started doing a lot more work. And that's gonna be after Late Night, about July, August, September, we're gonna drop her EP.
For sure. So you got her EP coming. You working on your future project? You saying already? as well.
Like she's first. Jeremy Hines is going to be after her because I'm gonna take my time. I have to go to Houston for his. So we're gonna come up here in the summer. Then we're gonna I'm gonna go down there. We're gonna finish his project. We'll try to get his probably like the fourth quarter, and then my guy Phil is working on some stuff. So I'm working with him to really get that structure going. And, just trying to make sure that the movement is moving. But for the most part, everybody's new. Like everybody's new, but I've been knowing everybody pretty much forever. G. Smith, I went to high school. I remember when I saw him in high school, the little nigga was spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? He was nice. Smith was nice. Like he kind of reminded me of the early Black Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where's he from again?
He from the north side. He went to
north side.
Yeah, he's a North Pole cat. Dude is nice. He nice. And then Ace, your song with COVID Blues. Big shout out to my man B. Gorman for that one. Gorman was like, he sent me a video on the messenger about this dude. He said, man, you got to work with him. I said, okay. Originally, man, I'm going to give away a little bit of secrets. Originally, that beat was supposed to go to Neek. Neek was working on his project and he never got around to it. So I said, okay, I got to work. This beat too crazy. I got to give it to somebody. And he came, he was like, yo, what up? JD, man, what's up, man? It's good to meet you. I said, it's cool. I sent him this beat. He was like, and at the time what's crazy was he had a whole nother song for it. What happened was a lot of his family members passed away from COVID. And I said, man, once you turn that, turn this song into something you need to talk about as far as your grieving process with the COVID thing. And that's what came out of the COVID Blues.
Man. The COVID Blues is definitely a strong record, man. Plus, it's like one for it to be a bonus track, let you know how strong the album must be.
Yeah,
like for real, like for real, man. Like,
bonus tracks, the tracks that are bonuses, I was doing that. Those are my last records I was doing. Shadow Master, who's a legend in the shop. He hosts 606 at Sub T. So with that, I already knew, like when I made the beat, I was like, man, I want him because he represents that old school feel. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had the bag, it'd be Shadow Master, Dougie Fresh, and Antoinette.
Yeah, boy.
Got that bag.
Coming soon. That's coming.
I could. Hey, if the remix happened, I'm definitely gonna throw Antoinette and Dougie Fresh on there. You know what I'm saying? With Shadow Master. You know what I'm saying? Have Shadow Master do the first verse, have Doug do the second, and then Antoinette be the girl that he's talking about.
Who are some Chicago acts that you did you see on the scene now that you would love to collaborate with or work with in the future?
To be honest, I Am God. I want to do a project with I Am God. I'm gonna be honest. My heart, if people who really know me, I had a team called the Illest Soul Movement.
I remember that.
The core, we never made an album as a whole, like a strong. We got an album, but it was a compilation of everyone in the city. We never made an album as a core, and I can name the people: Hype, my guy Phil, Sultry, Omis, Anton Genius, HB Soul. Whew, it's a lot. Crystal June, Jay Hollins, Bobby Rockwell, which is he's MIA. I hope he's all good. And that's pretty much it. That's the core. And I want to do at least 1 or 2 records with them. I could truly say I'm ready to do an album with Fillmore Green.
Yeah, that's gotta happen. That'd be fire.
Sure, I could show, like at first, because people don't know, I introduced Fillmore to Rashid Hadi. And me and Hadi, that's like my brother. He taught me how to say. He was the one guy that said, Jeff, you could do this shit yourself. You could do the production yourself. I said, okay. I did it. And what's crazy is like now, I got a feeling I'm gonna end up doing the album with Rashid Hadi, and I can pull it. I can pull it. It'd be crazy because this dude is a cold ass producer. I call him the man. He's the legendary Rashid Hadi. This motherfucker cold. Like, he cold. Him. Definitely, like Danielle that's my passion project. So, you know what I'm saying? That Ange 13. I think Ange 13 will be Ange 13 Annihilation. Shout out to Annihilation. She engineered my whole album.
Man.
I want to do a record where we actually putting something together. I'm gonna keep that low key. All I'm gonna say is that West Side Stand Up. I'm gonna just keep it like that.
I get some of these people's ads from you, bro. I definitely got to check these people out. Definitely, there's a few names I got to check these out for sure.
Yeah,
some of these names going over my head. I gotta get in tune.
Yeah. Like and I think one more for the road though. I wouldn't mind doing an album for Selena Johnson.
That'd be raw.
Want to be honest. I always wanted to be an A&R for her. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I can make an album for her.
She has some legendary hooks, some legendary songs.
Like give her those for me, some of my favorite R&B acts. I'm an Angela Winbush fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would love to make that type of vibe for Selena Johnson.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? That's
real. Bring that back. Yeah.
That feeling.
Bring that back. And mentioning like, cause like also like you alluded to right there, like you're not just a hip hop head, like you deep into R&B as well. Like, what's up? How you feel about today's state like R&B? Like R&B is kind of alive and well at a very high pace right now. I feel like it's a new act every day.
I'm gonna be honest though, like it's like at the standstill.
I feel that.
Like for me, first of all, the adult contemporary radio on FM is stale as fuck. I get more R&B off satellite than I would get on FM radio for R&B, which is a shame.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't get any more R&B from the radio. Radio's gonna be the same three artists. Yeah.
To me, the shame for me is the fact that why in the fuck that FM radio R&B is just playing the same old shit when they should be putting R&B back on the map.
For real.
R&B, like the great R&B is not what's heard on radio to me.
Nope.
And radio and that's a shame for me. One of my favorite right now is Alex Isley.
Man, so underrated, bro. Like so underrated. It's the lineage. That lineage is crazy.
It confirmed when I watched the verses. It confirmed when Ernie said I was the person writing the records. I was like, this is why she's so motherfucking cold.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, Ernie, the greatest bassist of all time.
Bass, guitar, he's the man. And I was like, this man said, man, we made records to compliment the woman. I was like, this is why Alex is so cold, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, right now, her is another one.
Yeah.
Man, oof. Her is like an overwhelming feeling. If she walked into the room, I would be like, man, I probably wouldn't I have to make the beat beforehand before I go into the studio. You know what I'm saying? But she's probably the type of person that would want to see you make the beat in front of her.
Yeah, because she's a musician at heart too. Yeah.
Right. You know, and I'm finna say this. I'm finna be on my bullshit right now.
Let's go. Let's go. So I'm here for, man. Let's build.
I don't understand what the fascination with Giveon or Giveon, whatever his name is.
I feel that.
I'm like, what? What is it?
Yeah, Giveon. I feel like the music is cool, but like it's very much like after the first album it was like, man, everything's the same now. Like it's the same song every time after a while. Yeah. I mess with like a couple of his records, but it's very the same sound across the board.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm like, man, this man sound like Kermit the Frog on the microphone, man. What? Come on, man. I'm like, yo. I'm like, and that's what's missing outside of Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank, what's crazy is that his records that are sensible and they have musicianship are the records that don't. People be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it wants Tank making the sex music only. That's only Tank that I want for real.
And that man is cold on the. Yeah. He's one of the nicest on this R&B shit.
Yeah, you also Masego or
Yeah, I love him. He's nice. He's nice. He's nice. Like he make good R&B without frills. I like Lucky Day. He's nice. You know, for me, it's just that with the male side, we gotta have somebody like, for me, a male R&B vocalist that's cool without. For me, this is just me. Cool without all the bullshit, the sex shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a male vocalist that can talk about everything.
Yeah. How about Anderson .Paak?
Oh, he called. That's my example.
Yeah, that's the example. That's probably the one right there.
That's the one. Like,
that's probably the one.
This man talk about everything. Call it the holes on the record. That's what I like.
Yeah,
you
but I need that No Worries to come back, man. I need him and Knowledge back on man. I need that immediately. Because Knowledge is my favorite producer in the game probably right now. I listen to Knowledge albums like they rappers on there or some shit. There's no rappers on there.
They said No Worries is on the way. Like right now, that's Silk Sonic, man. Oh my god,
yeah, that's gonna bring in the bag for him. Let's go knock it out the park.
I said, I thank God. I thank God I dropped my album. I dropped my album before that Silk Sonic joint, man. Because Silk Sonic, boy, that shit.
There's some big releases still to come this year. That I think I'm excited about. Like between that, like I'm sure Drake is on his way soon. I'm sure Kendrick on his way soon. SZA, like she bubbling up. There's a lot of big music coming out there. But Chicago is in a beautiful state, man. Between like your project coming April 23rd, the homie from Maywood, Weasel Sims just dropped. Fillmore Green, I'm sure he got something coming, and I'm definitely want to hear him.
Actually, Cap is out. Cap can't, but it was already done. I heard some of that shit, and I was like, "Yo, put this shit out." Nah, Jack. No, he got another album coming. That man, he getting a lot of love for Cap. Knowledge of Power.
Man, that's dope.
Man, Rashid Hadi coming. I'm looking forward to my man Fable. Fable is he's the one that people gonna be surprised about. Man. Yeah, please get ready. Right. And then see my guy Phil though. I just want y'all to get ready. My guy Phil is. We been Phil. Yeah, I gotta get into it because that track 2 on there is tough, and my guy Phil's on that one, right? So he's the
yeah. He bodied that one. Yes, I'm definitely gonna be in tune. Definitely gonna support the album, Jeff. Man, please tell people one more time where they can support, where they can cop the album on April 23rd.
You can on April 23rd. We go worldwide. We're gonna be on all digital streaming platforms. Apple, Spotify, Pandora, you name it, I'm there. YouTube, all that. But if you want the real 100% album, double album, JeffTheIllestMerch.com. Jeff the Illest. Let me spell it out. JeffDaillest merch.com. And you can buy the vinyl for the project, the 45, your clothes, and the digital download. So you can definitely buy it, and we'll be on DSPs everywhere on the 23rd.
And the name of the project one more time, please.
Late Night Experience to God Family Music.
Man, bro, a super pleasure getting you in here, man. Definitely gonna probably have you on again, not go on your platform. Like I said, man, this dude right here is one of the best DJs I ever heard. I'm saying live in person, man. For real, for real. Much love to you, bro. And also before you go, where can they follow you? I'm saying I know you have you on social media.
Follow me everywhere. Jeff the Illest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media outlets. I will definitely follow you, talk to you. As long as you ain't doing no graphic design, no drawing, or selling me Forex.
You know what I'm saying?
Selling me some Cash App shit, we good.
Keep that spam shit out of here. For real, man. Hey, man, bro, love, bro. Appreciate you coming on for real. This convo was long overdue, man.
All right, no problem, man.
Hey, man, please.
Stay blessed, God first, all right?
Absolutely. Stay good in the hood, my bro.